Things I've taught my daughter that maybe you should learn too. Number one, having children does not make your life better. When you decide to have a child, you should want to decide willingly and intentionally when you want to bring a child into this world. When you do that, you should understand that you may have to raise that child on your own. That if and when the father of that child leaves your life, he will go back to being a single man, but you will never go back to being a single woman. And the world will judge you because you are a mother. When you have a child, you will now have to prioritize providing for that.
That is very true. That is very true. I don't think we should look at it from a scarcity point of view. I think we should look at it from more of a planning point of view. So if you do go into the decision of having a child, you should get to the point where, you know, your parents, if they're good parents, should be the overseers of understanding who said person is, what their background is, who their parents are, what kind of stock that they've come from. So really doing a deep dive into who this person is, what they're about, before you turn around and essentially give them the biggest blessing that you can give them. But nowadays, it just seems that it's an afterthought for in terms of what people do. Also, to go down the route of getting married. I know most people have this inclination that marriage is not a good thing, but guess what? It's a big commitment. And, you know, if a man decides to marry you, then he's truly committing to you, and he's saying to you, I am committed to you. Now, how you want to kind of construct that marriage is between you two, whether you want to put a prenup in place, if you've got loads of money and blah, blah, blah. No, that doesn't matter. That shouldn't matter in terms of the crux of the whole thing. But the commitment needs to be there, and that is the highest form of commitment that you can give a woman. And the biggest commitment that a woman can give a man is obviously having a child with him. So at the end of the day, the last thing you want to do is skip the commitment on the man's side and just be popping out babies for people that haven't shown you that they're ultimately ready to commit to you. So yeah, so I would go along with that to a certain degree, but I wouldn't approach it from a scarcity point of view. I'd approach it more from an abundance point of view, whereby you go out there with a positive mindset, get the best possible person that you can be with, and pick them on the qualities that you feel are going to be great qualities for a husband, for someone that ends up being the father of your kids, and for someone that you want in your life for a long period of time. Let's go on to the next thing she says.
Child, and whatever dreams and goals and aspirations you had, you will have to put on the back burner if you do not have an amazing support system in place. Like if you don't have parents that are amazing, a spouse or the father of that child who is an amazing support. Without support, you will have to put your life and your dreams on the back burner until that kid is old enough to fend for themselves, and maybe then you will not have the desire to go after your dreams and goals, or maybe you will. But for whatever length of time that you're raising that child without support, you will put your dreams and goals on hold.
Most people don't have dreams and huge goals. Most people just want to get a job and earn money to survive. So I don't get the whole dreams and goals thing. Most women don't have like loads and loads of dreams and goals in terms of what they want to do.
Birth control is for you, not for him. Birth control is to protect the quality of your life, so that when you have a child, it's because you intentionally decided that you wanted to create a life. You will never have a baby because, oops, I missed my period. A man ejaculating inside of you is a privilege and an honor. He should earn that, not just by saying he's your boyfriend or moving in with you, but by becoming your husband, giving you his name, and you guys trading blood tests.
I think, yeah, for both parties, for sure. A man coming inside of you and being in the process of making a baby is definitely, like I previously just stated, it's definitely a privilege, and it should be a privilege for you to be his wife as well, so vice versa. So I agree with that for sure.
Everyone is clean here. There will be no co-signing for a man, putting him as an authorized user on our credit cards, or co-signing any of his dreams. He needs to already come signed with his damn credit, just like you. Just like you. Why is it that you have your life together, and for what reason would you go choose a man who does not have his shit together? I don't understand that. It's okay if you're an introvert, but it's not a...
Yeah, I 100% believe that the man should come ready. Especially if you're thinking about getting married and having kids. The man should come ready. The man should come ready, responsible. That's why I'm a big advocate for women marrying old people, men that are older than them, ultimately. So there should be at least a 5-year age gap, just to allow the man to go out there, earn some money, do certain things, make some moves, be someone that's learned some things to be able to come and teach you at the end of the day. Because it's very difficult if you're asking a man exactly the same age as you to have gone out there to have performed and understood things so much better than you. There's no differences in the learning capabilities of men and women. So to expect a man to have excelled way more than you is just, it's not realistic. The only thing that's going to aid him is time and learning and the network that he has around him in terms of his parents as well. So yes, I completely think that the man needs to be someone that comes with the recommended amount of knowledge and the recommended amount of resources to be able to then say, okay, now I'm at the point where I'm ready to be with someone, create a family and get married.
Okay, if you're shy. When you're shy, you have a big sign on your forehead that says, take advantage of me, take credit for my work, walk all over me, and I won't speak up for myself. I won't defend myself. There will be no shy. No shy. Introversion, fine. That's your temperament. But shy, no, we don't do that here.
Yeah, I agree. You don't want to be someone that is specifically shy in the sense of coming forward. You can have a shy nature in terms of, maybe it takes you a little while before you get comfortable with people. That's totally fine. But to be shy in terms of coming forward and speaking your mind, especially when asked, no, we don't want that. We want someone that's going to be, able to express themselves, communicate well, and ultimately, from what I see a lot of the time, women say they want really good communicators, but sometimes they're not the best communicators. They want you to have read their mind in a lot of instances. So you actually have to come out and say stuff, because men are not mind readers. Although you want the mindset of, or you want someone to be like, oh, I just knew this is what she wanted. I knew she would want these flowers. I knew she wanted this. That's not how it happens. You have to, give that information, be willing to give that information initially so the man has a chance to know, and then he can move accordingly. But if you've never told him something, or you refuse to give information when it's needed, then you can't expect someone to be able to read your mind.
And you break up with a man, it's over. It's done. There is no back and forth. There is no breaking up and getting back together. That's called basic bitch behavior. Follow me for...
Yeah, I don't know if I'd call it basic B behavior. But I completely agree. There should be no going back and forth, entertaining something as soon as you made that decision that this ain't for me, then really and truly you should be having a clean break and just saying, hey, listen, we're not going for this anymore. Like, this is not the way to move forward. There's nothing here for us no more within this situation. So why are we still entertaining each other for sexual purposes? There's no need to be doing that at all.
For more tips on how to be a bad bitch.
Yeah, and I wouldn't kind of categorize it in the way that she has as well. This is what I mean. Like, sometimes people can undo all the great work that they've done, because I think for the most part she's talking a lot of sense there. She's got a really, really good message, but she's wrapping it up in the wrong in the wrong present paper. So people are thinking, okay, well, that's if I want to be a bad B. This has got nothing to do with being a bad B. This has got a lot more to do with how to carry yourself and how to function out here as a woman, and then not making stupid decisions that you can't, that are irreversible ultimately, and then land you in a place where you have a poor quality of life, or end up giving a poor quality of life to a child that you bring into the world, which is very, very important. But let me know what you think in the comments, guys. And as always, like, and if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.